Am I the a-hole for telling my fiancé I don't want his best man coming to our wedding after what he did at my birthday dinner? So I'm 29F, and my fiancé, 31M, and we have been together for 4 years. We are planning our wedding for later this year, which has been going great except for one person. His best friend Kyle. Kyle is one of those dudes who peaked in high school and is so insufferable. He is always making unnecessary jokes that seem like insults tbh. But my fiancé says he's just goofy and immature, and so I've tried to keep my peace. Anyway, my birthday was 2 weeks ago. Nothing big happened, just a dinner at a nice restaurant with close friends and family. Near the end of it, someone mentioned the wedding and how everything was going, and my fiancé answered and said we were writing our own vows. I said I was nervous but excited. Then Kyle said loudly, I think everyone present in the restaurant heard it. That's how loud he was. Just don't cry halfway through your vows like you did during your breakup, remember that? The table went dead silent. In the moment I laughed it off cause I didn't want to create a scene there. But I was humiliated. My dad was present there and my fiancé was aware of that breakup. It was abusive and traumatic. I later told him how hurt I was and he said Kyle was just being Kyle and you know how he is, babe. So I sat on it for a few days even though I was hurt. But then finally I told him I don't want Kyle at the wedding. Not at the rehearsal. Not giving a speech, nothing. Nowhere, I just don't want him there. Now my fiancé is saying I'm overreacting. That Kyle was just trying to be funny and kicking him off the list would destroy our 15 years of friendship. But honestly, if Kyle cannot respect me, then why should I allow him to stand next to the man I'm marrying? So am I the a-hole for refusing to have Kyle at the wedding after all this? Update post, April 18th, 2025, 5 days later. Hey everyone, thank you for the overwhelming support and comments on my original post. I didn't expect it to blow up, but reading the responses honestly gave me a lot of clarity and strength. So 2 days after I posted my original post, I sat down with my fiancé again to clear the air. I told him calmly that I wasn't changing my mind about Kyle. That it wasn't just about one joke, it was about the fact that Kyle has never shown me respect. And then my fiancé understood we had a bigger issue. He got quiet and listened to me, and for the first time I think it really hit him how serious everything was. A day later Kyle texted me something along the lines, sorry if you were sensitive about the joke the other night, wasn't trying to ruin your birthday. I showed that to my fiancé and he just sighed and said that's just how he talks. So I said maybe then Kyle can talk like that from his home because he's not coming to our wedding. And now here's the best part, my fiancé agreed. He wasn't too happy about it, but he said if it really makes me uncomfortable then Kyle won't be there. He told that to Kyle and he threw a whole fit about it. Of course, as usual, called me controlling. And then Kyle's girlfriend texted me yesterday, I'm honestly glad he's not going because he's been a nightmare about your wedding ever since you got engaged. So yeah, this exact thing made me realize what I did was absolutely the right thing to do and I dogged a bullet. Now about the wedding, it's still on. Just with one less toxic guest on the list. Thank you all for giving me the push I needed to stand my ground.